Hi, I'm Ajaho, the director of Effortless English, and welcome to the free 7 rules email course. Today is rule 1. Now, rule 1 is learn English phrases, not individual words. This one, just like all the other rules, is very simple, very easy, and like the other rules, this rule is very thoughtful. So simple, so powerful. What is the rule? The rule is always learn phrases, not individual words. So simple. So a phrase, a group of words. You're gonna have sentence, but it is a part of sentence. So for example, let's say you have the word hate, H-A-E-T-E, hate, and you want to learn this new word. You can, write out the word hate, and then you find in your dictionary and you memorize it. Hate. That's the old way. That's the kind of textbook way, the school way. You write in the school, you probably learn a lot of individual words. You have big vocabulary list and try to memorize all of this. All individual single words is not a good way to learn. Much better if you learn phrase, a group of words. And where did you find these phrases? You find these phrases in the Real English podcast that you're listening to, and Real English storybook that you're reading. So you don't memorize a list in a book. No. You listen to Real English, and when you hear a new word, you write down. Or when you're reading the storybook and see new words, you write down. But do not just write down that word. You want to write down the whole phrase or sentence that is in. Always. So instead of saying hate, when you write down hate, you write down John has ice cream. You write down the whole phrase. Why do we do this? What the power of phrase? Well, phrases give you a lot of information, much more information. Number one, phrases are easy to remember. They have meaning, they make kind of picture, story. Especially when you get them that you're listening to. You remember it. John has ice cream. You remember the whole story. You remember who John is. You remember he had ice cream, and you remember he hated it. Is right. Once all this extra piece of information, all the extra information help you to remember the meaning of the phrase and the meaning of that word to help you remember much better. Number two, the bonus. When you learn phrases, you are learning grammar also. You're not only learning individual words, you're learning grammar. You're learning how to use that word correctly. You don't need to think about the grammar. You already know rules are automatic. It's another way. Your native speaker learn English grammar. When we're a student, we learn phrases. We learn groups of words, not just one word by one word by one word. Word by word is slow and doesn't help. And you turn it around. When you learn the whole phrase, you write down the phrase, you give an extra information. Maybe you don't know it, but you are. For example, John has ice cream. The other word S has, right? John has. When you study, the subject you agree. You don't think about that. Just write down the phrase John has ice cream and study it and review it. Always learn phrase, do not use that word. As in the future, whenever you say he has ice cream, she has ice cream, you add that S, right? You ask how you learned it. You learned it correctly. You learned it half-right. On the other hand, if a textbook you learn hate means do not like. You only learn that form hate. You study, you memorize it. That's when it's making mistake. When you learn it always one way, you didn't learn another word. So sometimes you say, he hates ice cream. You forget just correctly and sentence the other phrase. So this very simple rules on last rule course. Very for every time you find a new word, always write the phrase or the sentence. When you review that word again, when you study it again, always study the entire phrase or sentence. Never study just a word, always the whole phrase. Do this every time. The grammar will begin to be improved much faster, and you remember the vocabulary faster and more easily, and you will use that word vocabulary more quickly. So you get a lot of great benefits. A lot of great stuff happens when you learn phrases instead of words. Phrase it. Learn them. I will enjoy rule number 1. Use this rule. Now your homework. Get a little phrase notebook. When you find new English vocabulary in a lesson and something you're listening to in a book, an article, write down the phrase, not just one word. Write down the entire whole phrase that you find, and then review them again, and you create a notebook full of phrases, full of sentences, not individual word, never an individual word. Okay, so that one. Tomorrow you get another email with rule number 2. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye.